Okay, I have already prepped this cup. It's a stainless steel cup. It's been sprayed with a matte finish spray paint and then wiped down with alcohol to make sure it's clean. It's currently on the spinner. I've mixed up my epoxy, and this is about 35 mLs for the start. And this is Amazing Clear Cast Plus. It is a two-part, it's 1-to-1 ratio. And for the first layer, I am going with Paradise Pigments Granny Smith. It's the closest thing to the color that I was looking for. So let's go ahead and mix this in. Alright, got that mixed up. I'm going to go with a limeade. Okay, I'm going to add two other things to it. A little translucent ocean blue and the neon yellow dye. These are from Alumilite. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, let's go ahead and apply this. Alright, go ahead and grab a torch. Alright. Alright, in case you don't want to go back to see what colors I went with the Paradise Pigments Granny Smith, Limeade Alcohol Ink, and then Alumilite's Translucent Ocean Blue and the Neon Yellow. And together that created what I would say is the almost perfect zombie green. And we'll let this spin probably for 12 hours, then come back for the next step. Alright, so it's been a while. So what you're going to need for this part is some of the blue painter's tape, or masking tape will work too, that kind of thing. Just that general type of tape. Some type of stick, torch or a lighter. Mask, because you don't want to breathe this in, and it does get kind of stinky, so you probably don't want to do it inside your living area. And then some more epoxy. I mixed up 24 mLs for this. I'm just gonna real quickly put the epoxy all the way across everything, and then we'll do the next step with the rest of this stuff. Oh, there's a bowl of water here just to take care of something afterwards. I'll go ahead and take a torch to that. Again, make sure you're wearing your mask. Bowl of water ready. And tear off, I don't know, a couple of feet or so of the tape. Okay. Ball it up. Put it on the end of the stick. For this, I'm actually going to raise this turner itself off the ground a little bit more here so that I can actually get the burning item underneath to coat it in smoke without having to take it off the turner and everything. Turn this off for just a second, make sure this is on tight, because I pulled it off earlier. Okay, so go ahead and get the respirator on, and we'll get to this. So I think I'm going to go with this. There's more on one, well, it's not quite even all the way around, but I think that's perfectly fine for this design. I'm going to go ahead and let this spin around for probably 6 hours or so before the next step. You'll see a lot of speckling under here, and that's from the flames actually touching the epoxy. You may not want that on some designs, but I think it actually works since it's a zombie kind of look. So it can be the discoloration of the skin or whatever kind of thing. Yeah, I think it works for the overall design. So I'm completely cool with it for this. So see you back in 6 hours or so. So this is set up, and I'm really liking the final results of everything. I've mixed up another, I think it's 14 mLs of epoxy, and this has been dyed with Alumilite's red translucent dye, and that should give the color I'm looking for. I mixed this up about 15 minutes ago, and I'm going to let this sit for at least 30 to 45 minutes so that it starts setting in the cup, and then we'll go on to the next step. It's been setting up for hour and 15 minutes or so. I'm going to use a silicone brush, and I've got the wall protected with a piece of foil, and I've got a cup that I can set this tumbler onto for it to actually bleed down the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. Just let it dribble on here. Try to take care of all those little smeary things that happened. I'm not looking for a whole lot, just a little bit here and there. Actually, that might be it. Let's take a look real quick. I think I'm going to go with that. Alright, to start with, I'm going to set it on a cup and let it continue to drip down. Then I'll check on it periodically, and if I need to, I can move it to the turner itself and have it sitting upright, or sorry, upside down, to let some of it drain back the opposite direction, because I've got some thick areas here. I'm hoping it's thick enough that it's not going to go too far. I've only got the one that's extending to the bottom currently, so I'm hoping it works out. I'll check on it every 10 minutes or so. And here's the finished cup. The red is a fair bit brighter outside in the sun than it is in here. Otherwise, I'm very happy with everything. There is a slight, the rim up here is still white, and if I were going to sell this, I would actually come back and redo the rim, either in like black or do some green, just do a little border. The bit down here on the bottom is also has that little white ring around it. As you can see, that I would go back and finish that. The reason I didn't for the video is because I'm trying to get this video out before Halloween, and I'm quickly running out of time to do that. So here we have it. I would probably come back in and do a few more of these little stray little bits like that. I like those that show up. A little bit there, a little tiny bit there. I think that adds quite a bit to it. A little bit up there. Another possibility would be not to let the epoxy set so much before starting, or come back over it a second time and just fling off the silicone brush onto the cup, and that would leave little strings and it wouldn't flow down too much, so I think it would work out pretty good and add quite a bit to the effect of like a slasher type of result. So there you have it. Let me know what you think, and if you're interested in more cups. The majority of the cups will still be more like the tie-dye kind of feel, where it's more organic than this. But I wanted to throw something out there for Halloween, since I don't have a tie-dye shirt for Halloween. As always, thanks for watching.